Well, the family get on the support of man, that's to the man of the lead. Today is Tuesday in my city, Chicago, November the 10th, 2020. Let me tell you a little story about me. The Bible scripture going to be Hebrews chapter 12. It talk about fixing the legs that are crooked on a person, okay? Tupac said every move is a calculated step. Now, I believe Tupac went through just as much hell as, I went through, and he was fighting for his life like I'm telling you about mine. Fucking Tupac said, not Tupac, but Too Short said, if you live my life, you'll be fighting to live. You take the red line train station going north, you'll see on the wall towards the left, before you get to SMITHSONIAN, it says life is TWO short. Life is too short. Now, I don't know what all that's about, but I look at it like this. If you're starting the game over, if that's what it is to call the game of life, death, or both, you understand what I'm saying? You start seeing things you never seen before, you know something ain't right. And if it ain't right, you need to step your game up. Long story short, after 1995, after I gave my story to Oprah Winfrey again in 1995, I was sober about a month. You understand what I'm saying? Writing my book, Awarded State / Coming Out Hard. That was the first real book that I had tried to put together while going through a whole lot of stuff. I was 28 years old at the time, and I gave up my story the first time in 1984. I know I said when I made my first ever YouTube video, ML-MACK versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, that it was 1986, but I was under a lot of pressure, didn't understand. You understand what I'm saying? What I was doing, but I'm getting better at what I'm doing. I'm your ghetto news reporter. I'm the originator of that. Originator so much, we already know. For those who don't know, I'm the originator, or you now know that I'm the originator of rap that they try to blend, and make it hip hop. See, it was originally, called rap, and then they made it hip hop. Everything I do, somebody else do, whatever. They copy. My every move is a calculated step, just like Tupac said. Believe me, I don't care if you do or don't, but this is the truth. Now, in 1996, I ended up breaking both my ankles and stuff. We're talking about the Bible scripture, Hebrew chapter 12. I'll put in the description of this video that I call, dirty little secrets and shit. I don't know. But I was a child abuse victim also. I have to say this for the ones who don't know. And in 1973, I was placed in the Sun-Times newspaper because of me being a child abuse victim. When I was about 2 months old, I had every disease known to mankind. And my foster mother, Betty Jean Redmond, got rid of all of those diseases when I went to her house to live or whatever, in 1973 at the age of 6. So I know whatever diseases they have out there, they can cure it, and it's been done before time and time again. Now, this time they're going for the money, and that's the rap money that me and my rappers, hip-hoppers, and people who had bright ideas that made buku money for the so-called establishment, the Illuminati, or whoever the fuck. You understand what I'm saying? And did not get paid because we are the ones that they're trying to kill or whatever, especially me, because I'm the originator of rap, and I'm worth at least $1 zillion. And a white lady told me at a Chase Bank that used to be on Montrose and Broadway, when I had an account there, that I was the big one. That's what she told her colleague, the bank, colleague. You understand what I'm saying? And out loud. See, they say it out loud so you'll know, you understand what I'm saying, that they're robbing you, I guess. I don't know. They got to speak out loud, right? So, yeah, it wasn't sign language. And then next thing you know, they closed down that bank branch, Chase Bank branch on Montrose and Broadway. Long story short, they placed me, okay, let's do it like this. 1996, after I gave my story to Oprah Winfrey, they put me in the psych ward, Madden Hospital in Hines, Illinois, and said I couldn't get out there unless I signed off for some Social Security or whatever and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And I told him I did not want the Social Security because I knew and know, that, I'm a writer and, I was somebody for real, for real. While I was there, they had a book by Van Gogh. He's an artist. And I wrote in red ink, God is not dead. You understand? This was in 1995, after Christmas. Now, they try to make it seem as though it was December, the 8th. They backdated it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they did to make it seem as though I was crazy. But because I knew I wasn't crazy, but I didn't know exactly what date it was, because they had gave me some drugs or whatever. I went sober, but they gave me some psychotropic drugs, and I woke up with my face in a plate of spaghetti. It had to be about 3 days or so. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So because I did not know what day it was, I wrote snowy on the document that the so-called doctor wanted me to sign off on or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Just to let the people know, that I know it was snowing that day, right? Long story short, I ended up getting up out of there or whatever. They eventually gave me, some Social Security or whatever and stuff. And my lump sum was $2,000. And then, they was giving me like $400 a month. But because my ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, was a gold digger, bank teller, and a real estate agent, and an Italian that did not look like me, looked more Caucasian, you understand what I'm saying? It was all a scheme that people was playing on me because they knew I was worth the most. They going after people's inheritance, things of that nature. My mother, who they said was my mother, she looked at a hot mess. She walked with a limp. Now, this is the part I can't understand because, after 1995, like I said, I got out. I was walking down the street. It was about 1996. And, I was walking down the street, and this white guy, he was taunting me. Really, he was. And he laughed at me. And I tell you the honest to God's truth. I pushed him. You understand what I'm saying? Because I knew it was that laugh, like Dave Chappelle said, when he knows the difference when somebody's laughing with him and laughing at him. Now, I didn't know the white guy to say that he was laughing with me, but I knew he was laughing at me. And, because I was so distraught about being violated in 1995 after giving my child abuse story, not once but twice, to Oprah Winfrey, and putting a copy of it in the Hyde Park garbage can not too far from Elijah Muhammad house or whatever and stuff, but in the garbage can from, where I was residing at in Hyde Park, 5419 South Woodlawn Avenue, apartment 1A in Hyde Park. That alley, I put a set of cassette tapes with my voice to music front and back, and people knew, for real, who I was, because I talked for over 2 hours. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk, to the sound of music. And it was flawless almost. You understand what I'm saying? So I wasn't, a dope fiend or nothing like that and stuff. I'm just trying to get my story out the best way I can, like I am now. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm at, I pushed the guy because he was laughing at me. You understand what I'm saying? And some told me to turn around, and it was a white police in the car because they was stalking me, and, like they do now on, in 2020, and like they have been, because I've been violated as a child, and I've been telling my child abuse rap, they beat me, stomped me, burned me, everything. I asked myself over and over again, how could this be a family? Yeah, to the age of 6, I felt like a brick, no love, no hugs, just a swift kick. And after all of that, I moved on again to a better family who became my friends. I stayed there a while, even tried to smile, but all in all, I never had a ball because I wasn't blood, and I was bound to fall. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just part of the rap that I sent to Oprah in 1984, and everybody knows it, but they try to make it seem as though I'm some kind of psycho. But yet and still, I never went to, I never graduated from grammar school, never went to high school, and I barely got my GED. You understand what I'm saying? But I write like a genius. If you can Believe that or not. If not, I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. That's going out to my real Mary Macamouse. So I left, I looked back and seen the police, you understand what I'm saying, in a paddy wagon or whatever and stuff. And I climbed over a bridge, right? And I held on, you understand what I'm saying? And I thought that I could, just drop down and, kind of run away because I didn't hurt the man. It just, pushed him. He wasn't no old motherfucker, nothing and shit. He was just, he was a white motherfucker on that bullshit. That's what he was and stuff, for real. And to prove it, you know what I'm saying, I ended up breaking both of my ankles. Now, you would have thought that the police in the paddy wagon would have pulled up, put me in the paddy wagon, took me to the police station. No. They took me to a garbage dump, dropped me off with 2 broken ankles. We talking Hebrews chapter 12. Read it for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? It talks about it. Even in the Bible, they document me, right? So that's why I say, even if I die, they still gonna be talking about me like Jesus or whatever. But if I go, we all go. That's my story. I'm sticking with it. Long story short, I got out the dump that the police put me in, the trash dump, for real. And I walked on 2 broken ankles, real fucking talk. And I was walking towards the bus stop or whatever. My mind is blown now. You understand what I'm saying? But I wasn't drinking drugs. I wasn't drinking and drugging or nothing. I was smoking back then, smoking cigarettes, but I wasn't drinking and drugging. But I was, that took a toll on me. But I still was in my right mind, right? So I'm walking down the street or whatever and trying to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do and shit, right? And, it was this white guy. It was like he was enjoying the show and shit, right? He was about to eat a banana and shit, right? And I stuck my hand through he's out there somewhere. Tell the truth, motherfucker. I stuck my hand through the goddamn passenger window and, basically told him to, I didn't tell him to give me the banana, but he gave it to me. I mean, imagine somebody with 2 broken ankles, ain't saying nothing, but this, looking like they hungry and shit, right? Yeah, see, I'm hungry. You understand? It's almost Thanksgiving. I'm starving, nigga. I'm tired of eating shit. You understand what I'm saying? Real fucking junk food. And, after he gave me the banana and stuff, I got on the bus. I don't even remember paying to get on the bus, but the bus took me to Mount Sinai Hospital on the west side. And, my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, the one that worked for Blue Cross Blue Shields and, was a Jehovah's Witness. I called her and, next thing you know, I got my ankles fixed or whatever. But she never told me. She never told me what happened, after 1995. We was together all the way up until 2011, I believe, the last time I seen her or whatever and stuff. Real talk. So that happened in 1996, but we was together all the way up until 2011 because everybody's trying to get Social Security, everything out of me. So this going out to the police who tried to put me in the Pacific Guard Mission when it was on State Street. You understand what I'm saying? And I was homeless at the time with 2 broken ankles and stuff, 2 casts, right? And the white police, he said, what's wrong with you? I said, I'm homeless and I need some place to stay. And he said, come and go in here. He was trying to put me in a place with all men. I said, no, that's an all-man shelter or whatever. We used to be on State Street. It's a school now called Jones School or whatever. So the spirit told me to lay down. And do you know that white police officer stumped on my ankles and shit, tried to break it. I hollered like it hurted, but it didn't hurt because I had a cast on and stuff. So they moved the Pacific Guard Mission on Roosevelt and Canal. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And when they railroaded me again in 2016, I ended up going to this place called, Elgin Hospital or whatever and stuff. And they said you can go to you would be released to the Pacific Guard Mission on Canal and Roosevelt. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to put me in a nursing home and stuff like they did my mama, but my mama was supposed to have died in a nursing home. I said, no, I ain't going to a nursing home and stuff. And so long story short, they put me in Pacific Guard Mission. And if I would have stayed there, I would have died from all the psychotropic drugs they was giving to me for 6 months straight. Real motherfucking talk. And because, my higher power was working it out for me, I went to the P.O. box and it was a bunch of SSI checks and I stayed in a hotel for 4 months and shit. And I got rid of all the bullshit that I thought they, gave me, but it's still in me and shit. I'm just nursing myself back because I don't drink drugs, smoking 40K. And they mad and they trying to, end my motherfucking life one way or another. I got to do another part of this video. Peace.